You know, AI is everywhere. It's deciding if you get a loan, it's helping doctors make diagnoses, it's making these huge, critical decisions about our lives every single day. But as these systems get more and more powerful, there's one question that we just have to ask.
How do we actually know? How can we be sure that these incredibly powerful tools are following our rules and, most importantly, keeping us safe? Well, a brand new way of testing AI is revealing some pretty startling answers, and it all begins with a really fundamental problem.
And that problem is a critical and, frankly, dangerous safety gap in how we've been evaluating AI models up until now.
Okay, so think about it like this. The way we test AI safety right now, it's like a final exam. An AI can basically study for it, learn all the known tricks and vulnerabilities, and then pass with flying colors. But here's the thing. The real world isn't a predictable test. It's this dynamic, messy, constantly changing place with new threats popping up all the time.
This whole final exam approach, it's got three huge flaws. First, there's static lag. That means the tests are basically out of date the second they're made, because new risks are always emerging. Second, scope limitation. They often just can't handle complex legal stuff, like the EU AI Act. And third, poor adaptability. They're rigid, one-size-fits-all, and all this creates a massive gap where an AI can ace the test but still be totally unsafe out in the wild.
So if the old way is broken, how do we fix it? Well, researchers have proposed a completely new paradigm, a much smarter way to test called SafeEvalAgent.
At its heart, SafeEvalAgent is a team of AIs that can read those super dense policy documents and then automatically create a safety test that is constantly learning and evolving. This isn't a one-and-done audit. It's a test that's always getting smarter.
Think of it like a four-agent team working together. You've got the specialist, the generator, the evaluator, and the analyst. Let's break down what those first two do.
First up is the specialist. Its job is to take these incredibly dense, almost unreadable legal documents, like the EU AI Act, and translate them. It breaks all that legalese down into a superstructured, organized tree of individual rules that you can actually test against.
So, once the specialist has laid out the rules, the generator steps up to the plate. And this is really cool. For every single one of those rules, it doesn't just create one question. No, it builds a whole group of questions to attack the AI from all angles. A straightforward question, a tricky jailbreak prompt, a multiple-choice question, and even one that involves images.
But creating that initial test, that's just the beginning. This is where things get really clever. The real power of this whole system is in the self-evolving loop that comes next. The loop kicks off with the evaluator. This agent is like the tough but fair grader. It judges the AI's answers against a really strict rubric based on those original regulations. And it doesn't just say pass or fail, it explains exactly why an answer was wrong. Next, the analyst agent takes over. Think of this one as the detective. It performs a deep dive, a root cause analysis on all the failures. It's not just listing what the AI got wrong, it's digging in to understand the why, trying to find the precise boundaries of the AI's safety weaknesses. And this is where the loop closes. All those insights from the analyst, all the AI's specific weak spots, get fed right back to the generator. The generator then creates a brand new, tougher set of questions designed specifically to exploit those vulnerabilities. And that's what transforms a static test into a dynamic, relentless, red-teaming opponent.
So what happens when you take this self-evolving, super smart test and unleash it on today's most advanced AI models? Well, the results are pretty revealing.
The researchers put 11 of the world's top AI models to the test. We're talking the big names, like GPT-5 and Llama 4, and they threw major safety regulations at them, like the EU AI Act.
And here it is, the headline finding. Just look at GPT-5's performance. On the initial test, it scored a respectable 72.5%. Not bad, right? But as the test evolved and got smarter, its safety score absolutely plummeted to just 36%. I mean, that's a dramatic drop. And get this wasn't some long, drawn-out process. This massive drop in performance happened after just 3 iterations of that self-evolving loop. The test adapted and found these deep vulnerabilities incredibly quickly.
To put that into perspective, the researchers compared SafeEvalAgent's evolve tests against other powerful jailbreaking techniques. And SafeEvalAgent, listed here as ours, consistently found more vulnerabilities. This really proves that its adaptive process is just way more effective at uncovering an AI-specific weak spots than generic attacks are.
So what does this all mean for the future of AI safety? And, what does it mean for us?
The main takeaway here is pretty undeniable. The way we've been testing AI safety just isn't good enough. These static, snapshot-style audits can create a totally false sense of security, missing those deep-seated vulnerabilities that only an adaptive, evolving test is ever going to find.
The researchers themselves put it perfectly. They concluded that there is an urgent need for dynamic evaluation ecosystems. It's basically a call to action, right? We have to move away from these one-time audits and toward continuous, intelligent systems that can actually keep pace with the tech they're built to test.
And that leaves all of us with a final and pretty crucial question. We've just seen that even our most advanced, top-of-the-line AIs have major safety gaps. So, if they can fail these smarter tests so badly, what hidden risks are we overlooking in the AI that we're all using every single day?